Hello everyone, my name is Paddy and welcome back. This probably won't actually be after a period of absence, because we're not really releasing more videos until our absence is over. But this is the first episode of a new format, so I am joined by Marshall Peterson and Sir Corey Wadsworth, the Slayer of Worlds and the Destroyer of Kingdoms. Yeah. How are you two doing?
I'm doing good.
I got one hell of an upgrade. That's how I'm doing.
I just got back from Germany and my nose is stuffed up, but I feel like it's not like that one session where I couldn't talk and I was dying. Like as you can tell, I'm pretty fully cogent mind-wise, and I'm able to speak. So I thought, I think this is the type of sickness that I can go to a session, right?
For sure.
I think it'd be weird for me to call off with just this amount of sickness, but.
And hey, I feel like the new format we've got means the sessions are actually pretty chill now. And
because we don't have to worry about everyone just getting there. We can just do whatever the fuck we want. No, just kidding. Anyway.
Also, France have scored again, which is a positive. Hey, and I will be referring to the game because it's a very exciting game right now. Hey, although it is dating us. This will come out after France have lost to Belgium in the finals. So, there's that. Actually, no, France can't lose to Belgium in the finals. They'll meet them in the semis. Anyway. Corey, are you excited for the first Lightside session?
I am. I mean, I woke up this morning and it's like, I live for this.
We're on the Lightside, bro. Like, that's nuts. Whoa, what the fuck?
Sless would,
off the map?
Yeah.
What? No, I was told I was the only one to go off the map. I was lying.
Well, it's technically not off the map. The planet is around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's not an important planet, and they don't know where they're on yet. But their next session will be on Cyphar, I think is how it's pronounced.
Oh, you told us. Oh shit. Okay.
I mean,
set your course for Cyphar, Tough. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you won't get there in time.
First, we need to find a ship.
Yeah.
Well,
and
anyway.
Also allies, because we got our asses kicked by just one of them.
Well, I think
to be fair, he was using cheat codes. He killed 5 men without rolling any dice. That was a little bit. He didn't roll initiative. He just killed people. I wish I had magic powers that could just break the game.
Well, that could be arranged.
Oh God, shut the fuck up.
Anyway, I don't think either of you know what condition you're in yet. So are you ready to start the session?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
And that would be funny if you waited this whole time just to go, okay, Kasari, you're dead. We need a new character on screen right now. And I'm just
we'll start with Kasari.
This is the character creation session.
Okay. So Kasari, you find yourself laying in the dirt.
Oh fuck!
Rain pouring down on you. A sense of doom and darkness above. As you turn in the mud, you find yourself without arms.
Wait, he cut off both
legs,
of my arms?
Without legs. Powerless. A void-like presence in the distance. Almost in defiance, you try to move yourself towards the presence, but find yourself rolling helplessly in the mud. You hear a voice, faint, difficult to make out. The mud below you begins to writhe and shiver, and ahead of you in a little upcropping, a familiar face takes shape. The man you once knew as Cedric, staring at you, poking his head out of the mud, vengefully, angrily.
Wait, he's like,
again. Oh, go on.
No, he's like coming out of the mud?
Coming out of the mud, yeah. Like his face is made of the mud. Like the mud is transformed into his face.
Oh, that's fucked.
Again, in defiance, you fling yourself into the face and it fades away, leaving you with a mechanical left arm. With this new limb, you have a semblance of control, but you still sense your body moving without your consent, dragging you through the mud and over the outcropping to a view of a large plain of barren waste. Strewn across the mud is the bodies of Jedi, lightsabers broken in the soaking rain, crying out in anguish. In the center of this carnage, a set of bricks forming a platform, and a dark, hunched figure emanating a storm of energy. As you crawl further, you hear another familiar voice, and you notice one of the fallen Jedi in the mud is Shao. You crawl to her and call out, but no words escape your mouth and none hers. She just looks at you, defeated, tired, and sullen. As you reach your former master, she fades into the dust in front of you, and you find yourself with your leg restored. 1 second. With more of your body intact, you begin to trudge onwards towards the brick platform before a hand grabs onto your leg. And as you look back, you see the withered, wrinkled face of Merkava, using the last of his strength to hold you back before fading away. As you look back, you notice your other leg in its expected place. You pull yourself slowly and painfully to your feet and keep walking ever closer to the platform. Before you reach it, you notice a still corpse you recognize, slumped up against the bricks, eyes glazed over. Sless lies in front of you, a gash in his chest. Oh, no. Sless fades as you reach him, and your final arm is restored, but with no hand. You reach the platform and begin to feel a sense of control. Are you gonna let the horrors of what you've just seen affect you, or do you want to try and resist and stay balanced?
I'll try to resist, yes.
Make a hard discipline check.
I ain't no bitch. No. Let me just figure out what I'm doing here. Okay.
Had a week off. You've lost all the commands.
I have. It's bad. You're like, also we introduced a time limit. You lose. How hard was the roll?
It was hard. How hard? Hard. Alright, you succeed. Although, while you find yourself balanced, you're not emotionally set off. It's impossible for the cosmic flux of your body to resist some of the darkness, and you do take 2 conflict. But you find yourself in a state of balance, eventually, having thrown off that conflict. So you begin to walk on the platform towards the figure and notice they are kneeling and praying, facing away from you. Building in confidence and speed, you approach the figure and reach out your hand, grabbing them on the shoulder. They turn around, revealing under their hood a pale white mask with empty dark holes near the eyes. You feel nothing, not good nor bad, simply nothingness, a sense of numbness. The figure reaches up and removes the mask, revealing a vaguely human face, old but aged well, with their grey features scowling at you curiously. Expecting someone else, they say.
I don't know who I was expecting.
Tell me something, Kasari. Do you fear death?
Not more than the normal amount. I don't think I don't think it's the thing I fear most.
He raises his head at you and says, "See, I can only do so much. I believe it was your resolution, your fear of death, that has kept you alive. I do sense more fear in you. A sense of emptiness, the void."
What emptiness? What's the void?
An uncontrollable, inescapable hunger. No matter how much Malek or Kreia think they can control it, none of us can. Let us just hope it develops a consciousness before it decides to devour the galaxy whole.
And it's within me?
No. Although, suppose it's within all Jedi, though you are untainted by the horrors of war. No, it is not in you as much as it is your companions, your compatriots, your colleagues, the generation before you, my soldiers.
What's your name? Who are you?
I have many names, but you may call me Vitiate.
Was I told his name? I forget, because we talked a lot about the Emperor, and there was a lot revealed about him too, Kasari, but I don't remember.
You probably, yeah, I'd say then, there was a lot of talk, I'd say that Cedric probably mentioned the name once.
I'd say, you're him then, you're the Sith Emperor.
Guilty as charged.
Are you really here, or am I just imagining you?
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
God damn it, Genie. Robin Williams. You son of a bit. No, anyway. I say, very well. Why are you here? Just to mock me?
No. Finishing the favor I promised.
You've promised a favor to someone?
Yes.
You don't seem like the person to get in positions where you owe favors to people.
Not necessarily owe, but I'm a man of my words, and it was useful of me to fulfill a request.
Who was this to?
My apprentice, the man you once knew as Cedric Carlemagne.
What did he ask of you?
To keep you alive. I've done that more than once by now. The second time was a bonus. Not sure he would have approved of it, but be careful what you wish for, I suppose. Not just me, though. Like I said, your fear kept you alive. I just helped.
Why would you want to keep me alive?
Why would I not?
Because I'll never stop until I get back Xiao, and until I bring down your new apprentice.
He smiles. You're surprised to see how pleased he is by this answer. He says, "No, there's this misconception that the Jedi are my enemy. No. The Jedi are so useful, so predictable. It took them a while, but eventually they did it. They sent their toy soldiers off to war. And every single one of them came back with a hole in their heart. Some ignore it, some try to use it, others rip at it until it bursts open into an uncontrollable void. But they all have it."
So, you wanted the Jedi to fight in the Mandalorian Wars?
Of course. Now, my time here is growing short. I have fulfilled my promise to Darth Vance. Done more than that, actually. But I wanted to leave you with something. If it was your fear of death that kept you alive, imagine the power your fear of the void may bring. Enough to stop it, I don't know. But enough to be useful, for sure. You may notice remnants of me around your subconscious for a little while. They are dark in nature, yes, but do not perceive them as manipulations or tricks. They are merely unintended side effects to the work I have done. Echoes of the techniques I have used. Knowledge in them. Jedi, Sith. I'm not sure which symbol I followed when I learnt them. If you wish to get rid of them, you must confront them. I wouldn't let them linger if you don't want them affecting you. But keep in mind that I have no control over them. I'll be going now.
Why are you telling me all this?
I have no reason to keep it a secret. And I've done enough work in your head to know that I have lasting effects. I don't necessarily want them to be so shrouded in mystery.
Goodbye.
He begins to walk away, and you fade into darkness. 1 second. As we jump over to Sless, who
start playing Beach Boys music.
Seinfeld theme comes on. So you awaken slightly groggy in a kind of makeshift bed near in clearly the medical facility that you had visited earlier. Your chest is in a lot of pain, but you're clearly conscious, and there don't seem to be lasting effects. You notice a presence kind of shrouded in shadows at the foot of your bed, sitting, smoking something.
I'd probably sit up and look to see who's sitting at the end of my bed.
You notice a Twi'lek woman smoking a large cigar, and with seemingly a rifle on the floor next to her that she's holding. She says to you, It's less of us. I was told you were capable. Current evidence suggests otherwise, but
fuck! Get ripped!
I'm willing to look past first impressions.
I stare her down and I say, well, I've never fought well, I guess they're Sith or whatever they're called. I kind of feel my chest a little bit, and I say, I've killed plenty of Mandalorians in my day, but, you know, there's something different about fighting a lightsaber-wielding warrior, I guess.
She nods and says, well, I take it as lucky that the bounty you're here for has nothing to do with lightsabers. Care for a drink?
I could use one, yes.
She begins to walk slowly towards a small mini table on the edge of the room. You're definitely healthy enough to walk.
I get up, kind of stretch a little bit. Did the stab wound leave like a scar or anything on
Your
me?
chest is all bandaged up right now, so you can't really see.
Okay.
You feel pain.
Your chest is all stab wounds right now. There's nothing left that looks like a chest. It's just a gory mess.
Oh, good thing I got one
like,
hell of a regenerative capability.
You look like John Hurt in Alien.
Oh no.
Both of you, by the way, have all your crits healed. So
okay, that's good to know.
Man, they got some good medical care here.
you don't know how long it's been.
Oh no. It's been 10 years.
Utapau is over. There's been a big no, okay. So yeah, do you head over to the table?
Yeah, I walk over to the table and
she pours she pours you a brown liquid into a small glass with some ice in it out of a big bottle. Pours one first.
Do I recognize the brown liquid?
It's some sort of distilled beverage. It's pretty common, but you don't know the type unless you want to make a roll.
What kind of roll would it be?
It'd be a knowledge core worlds check. It'd be hard.
I'll avoid it.
You'll avoid it? Okay.
I don't want to risk suddenly gaining a fear of brown liquids.
Alright, so she says, so I'm told you were a hunter.
I feel as though hunter is probably the correct term.
The Republic have use for people like this time to time, people who have discretion and the type of skills that you have.
Indeed. Are you with the Republic?
Not necessarily, but I have contacts that are, and they often go through me if they can't go through more public channels.
You know, I've been meeting with a lot of people who are kind of involved with the Republic and not entirely involved with the Republic.
That's the nature of the Republic these days, no? Having Jedi win wars for them, having bounty hunters kill targets for them. Soon they'll be outsourcing the bureaucracy, although I think that's the one thing they're like.
No. Possibly. I probably at this point take a bit of a sip of the brown liquid to see if I like it or not.
Too delicious.
I mean, when you roll a random, like when you just roll a dice to see if you do, like put your own parameters on it.
But should I roll maybe a D10 or something?
Yeah. Before you do that though, like for the taste, when you roll an easy resilience check to see how well you take alcohol.
Putty, do you think I'll have time to go upstairs and get a cough drop?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah. Just for the alcohol, like the taste, I think you should roll something random. But yeah, you're fine with the alcohol. This is a normal amount of alcohol for you to drink.
Oh man, Maybe I'll roll a D100. You know, 80 or higher, I'll really like it. 80 or higher, I really like it. You know, 20 or lower, I hate it, and in the middle is basically it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite or anything. So, I say, so, what is the contract that you wish to employ me for?
As I'm sure you've noticed by now, the Republic are very active on this planet. They're hoping to establish much long-lasting ties of love and affection between the people of Naboo and the people of Coruscant. But unfortunately, the Republic aren't the only human interest on this planet. You might not have noticed that there are some other factions. The first people to arrive here were the people of Grismalt, and they've been instrumental in helping the Republic with their colonization efforts, but they won't particularly like it if the planet becomes Republic-owned. There's also the Reese clan, long-lasting colonizers from Coruscant that have been to places like Corzite and others, and they're businessmen, and they also would resist Republic colonization. But they won't pose too much of a problem if the Republic can reach some level of peace with the Gungans. Unfortunately, the thing getting in the way of that is one specific tribe. The others seem to be reasoned with, or at least not strong enough to pose a problem. There is one tribe, though, the Gungosho tribe. They've been particularly dangerous when the Republic have clashed with them, and they seem to be mounting an offense to conquer the rest of the Gungan tribes. The Republic would very much like it if the chieftain of that tribe, one Harad Gungosho, was to no longer be a problem. His death, peace with the Gungans is an almost certainty, so they're looking for someone to do that.
All right, I'll take the contract.
Excellent. As a little bit of a sweetener, I have a little bit of information that I heard through a friend that you might want. In the swamps to the north, where, by the way, you can find an entrance to the waterways that'll lead you to the Gungosho tribe. The swamps to the north there, you should be able to easily find a cave. Just head directly north from here, and that'll lead you to where you need to go. But if you're up for a little bit of sightseeing, that same swamp, I hear, don't really know the backstory behind it, but there have been some Wookiee sightings in that swamp.
That is an awfully racist assumption of you.
It's not, it's not racist, friend. I was not commenting on your scales, but merely your history.
You know, because you murder Wookiees.
You know, it's a racist assumption to assume that all Trandoshans murder Wookiees. Now, it might or might not be true, but I don't appreciate the comment.
Hey, it was free information. Take it or leave it.
How much does this contract pay?
If you manage to neutralize the leader of the tribe without it being linked back to the Republic, 3,000 credits.
I have a second question.
Mm-hmm.
What if I just managed to convince him to work with the Republic instead, as an asset?
If you can do it, then I'm sure the Republic would pay you through their official channels. You won't have fulfilled our contract, but I'm not sure how much more lucrative that will be for you. Although I will warn you that the target does not speak Basic or any language that the Republic is aware of, and any attempts to work with the tribes has failed so far that, having successfully negotiated peace with 6 other tribes, it would take... I'm not sure. But if you could get the Gungosho tribe to no longer be an issue, the Republic, I'm sure, will be grateful. Our contract is to kill the target.
Fair enough. I'll take that into consideration. I'll probably end up killing the target, but sometimes a direct method is just easier.
I've always said the most direct method is a blaster bolt, but whatever methods you Trandoshans use, that's up to you. By the way, if you were interested in that Wookiee hunt, I decided to give you a little gift, and she puts the rifle on the table. This is a hollowed-out Homesteader, old Zerka gun. Doesn't work as a gun anymore, but there's enough tranquilizer in there to knock out a Wookiee.
I nod and I take the rifle, I guess.
Yeah, it's a 4 encumbrance, so you can put it in just as a other item rather than a weapon, because it's probably going to be used for narrative.
Should I just put a tranquilizer gun?
Yeah. And she, she stands up and says, if everything goes to plan, I've put contact in your datapad, and you can get your payment.
I nod. I kind of probably follow her out of the room a little bit, but I don't like. Instead, I kind of probably try to find someone to see if they know where Kasari is.
As you head out of the. Also, I think doesn't Kasari have 1 S, by the way?
Does it? You're right.
Yeah.
I always spell it with 2.
As you head out of the room, the Gungan doctor who was half asleep, kind of wakes up and says, "Whatever it is, I'm sure it can wait till morning. Another 4 hours of sleep would do you a lot of good."
I say, please, it's very important that I meet my friend. It's less about. It's a mental health issue. I can't sleep if I'm, wondering if she's okay all night.
You slept fine for the last 4 days.
Get fucked.
And
that's because I was stabbed and probably filled with aesthetics.
She slowly reaches into a drawer. Okay. Well, the the soldiers are out looking for your friends. I'm sure they'll find her.
I say.
She slowly starts approaching you with her hand behind her back.
I say, do I recognize what she's doing? Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah, it'll be easy.
I said,
clearly got an anesthetic and is hoping to make you feel a little better.
I say, don't you dare put that anesthetic in me.
It'll only be the 5th one of the week.
I
She's
say
very close, by the way.
I begin walking away.
Okay, she's gonna pretty much lunge for you.
Yeah.
So why don't you make an average athletics check?
Okay.
So aggressive.
Triumph.
Well, you successfully you don't necessarily get away from her. You just get the anesthetic out of her hand and successfully basically pin her up against the wall.
I drop the anesthetic on the floor and stomp on it, and I say,
"Oh God, that got so much money." She says.
I say, "I'm going to go find my friend now. Thank you for helping me. I appreciate it. How much is the service here?"
It was free.
Thank you. I say, you're a good person, but us Trandoshans don't need that much effort put into us. I drop her and begin to walk away.
Would have been finished. She's typing on a terminal, like for your medical records, you fucked up.
I begin to leave. I'm gonna go look for Kasari.
So with that 2 strain in the fracas, you notice that you've actually reopened a wound or 2 in your chest, and you take 1 wound, and you think that's probably going to continue affecting you going forward.
Trandoshan healing, don't fail me I turn around.
Fine, I'll go to bed.
I look at her and I say, 4 more hours, you said?
Yep. I'm gonna have to bandage you up again by the looks of that blood stain.
God damn it.
I walk and I say, I'm willing to go to bed. You can bandage me or whatever while I get into bed.
She looks really dumbstruck at you.
That's such a dick move to get up.
She says,
beat the fuck out of her, break her anesthetic, and then go, okay,
Yeah.
you win.
4,000 credits, she says.
Okay.
That's how much the anesthetic cost.
Well, good thing this service is free.
Oh,
The
fuck!
service was free, she says.
I look at her and I say, and it will remain free. Can I roll,
Coercion. by the sounds of
Coercion.
things.
These people
Yeah.
have helped you.
It's easy coercion check.
I'm gonna flip destiny.
I want to use conflict for non-force users.
Yeah.
And it will remain free, she says.
I nod. Begin heading back to the bed.
Okay. You you have a nice
In your sleep.
you have a nice long. She's terrified to do that. You have a nice long nap where she bandages you up real nice. Kasari, through your unconsciousness, you get a few flashes of being treated by a Gungan woman, but she doesn't look like the doctor you've met on the first day. She's in sort of a tribal garb. You find yourself in like a makeshift house of some sort with a fire roaring nearby. You're not conscious long enough to really like talk or notice your surroundings, but you do get the memories of being treated by this tribal Gungan woman, and the most like striking of those memories is a hot burning feeling you got on your hand at some point. But eventually, Sless, you wake up and there is a military-looking individual in the room with you.
Say,
The side quests just keep pouring in.
I say this hospital isn't one for privacy, is it?
It's the military man responds, "Sorry, I just had to get your friend in earlier today, so I wanted to make sure she was okay. I also needed to ask her about something. There's a bit of a problem."
So Kasari's in the hospital right now.
Kasari's actually stirring. Kasari, you're in the corner.
So, what's the issue?
With who?
Kasari, you said you have questions for her. Can I not answer those questions?
I don't think so. You were admitted before me and Kasari had our conversation, so I doubt you'd know much about it. Do you know if that danger she was fighting is off the planet? You don't know, by the way.
I say, can I infer that if Kasari is also hospitalized, that if you wanted off the planet, you'd get off the planet?
You can infer that, but you don't. Do you know if he wanted off the planet or not?
I believe I did. He was going to leave when I stopped him.
Yeah, but with Kasari, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
So that's up to you.
I'll
You have the
say,
info.
I won't say anything with assurance. I'll say, well, if he wanted off the planet, he would be off the planet by now. I don't think there'd be anything you could do to stop him.
Did you say I'm awake?
Yeah, you hearing this too.
I say, sort of through my, probably fucked up voice. I'm like, he's gone. Once again, I'm sick on a day I'm sick in the game, so it works well.
We're always sick in the game. It's just the campaign we run. So, and he says to you, and I've assumed the worst, but the soldiers I sent with you?
I'm so sorry.
They signed up for it. It's it's always a shame, but they died serving their planet and their republic.
I don't want to leave until I can pay you back for their losses. I know it must be hard to maintain the settlement with as few guards as you must have now. If there's anything I can do, tell me.
I turn to Kasari and say, Kasari, there is going to be something we're going to do. We're going to end this little Gungan conflict.
The soldier actually is close to the table you were having a drink on, and the bottle is still there, and he fiddles with it a little bit, and he says, "Yeah, by the looks of this, your friend has ideas." And he walks away from the table and says, "Well, anyway, if the threat is gone, you've done your part anyway, so feel no obligation to me and my men and women. But I'm glad you're at least safe, although it looks like whoever treated you gave you the red right hand." And he laughs and walks out.
I look at my right hand.
Being cauterized very crudely and like a red... well, it's not a hand anymore. The wrist, the stump has been... The stump has been cauterized very crudely, and some red leaves have been made into a makeshift cast at the end of it.
God.
I ask Kasari, can you move?
She can.
I say yes.
How comfortable are you with beginning our little mission to end this Gungan conflict immediately?
What are you talking about?
I'm potentially assassinating the Gungan leader. I was asked to by the Republic.
More death, huh?
Well, more death to stop death. The Gungan leader of the Gungusho tribe apparently plans on starting a war with every single other Gungan tribe on the planet, plus the Republic.
Oh shit, well it sounds like he's gonna lose.
Well, yes, but we can maybe stop him before he, kills a lot of people first. I don't know. I imagine pride. I don't entirely blame him. My people were submitting to a foreign power. Maybe I would also decide to take the same drastic kind of actions. Emotion's not really, reasonable.
I look for the doctor. Is she here?
She's sleeping by a terminal in the corner.
What time is it?
6 a.m.
I say... And you think killing is the only way here?
Potentially, no. If we learn his language, we could negotiate with him and maybe convince him to not do it.
I don't think we have time to learn a whole language. We would need a droid.
We could find a Gungan translator.
That would work too. There's a few Gungans here in the settlement. They might speak it.
The issue is that I don't know the Gungusho tribe speaks the same language as these Gungans, because they've already expressed difficulty negotiating with them because of the language barrier.
Wait, so the Gungans here don't speak his language?
I don't imagine so. They wouldn't have a language barrier if they did.
Well, then we'll have to find a Gungan in the city itself. In this Gungusho place. The problem is, they also need to speak common. Or, not common. Galactic Basic.
Or Hudadese. Or Trandoshan.
I think it's unlikely they're going to speak Trandoshan.
No, you say that, but I dream big.
Well,
There might have been a Trandoshan ship that crash landed here a long time ago. You know, it's Trandoshans got around a long time before the Republic came to be.
I don't think Trandoshans crashed here.
Okay.
I think if they had, they would have shot you on sight.
Why don't you both roll a formidable outer rim check, knowledge
Oh man,
check?
I'm about
Okay.
to immediately be wrong. They actually full force.
Formidable is 5? Or 4?
Yeah, Formidable's 5.
Okay.
Remember, because
yeah.
formidable has 4 in it.
Yeah.
It's not
So
4.
that means it's 5.
Yeah. And then daunting is 4. Alright,
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, you're both actually, so Kasari, you're convinced that Trandoshans pretty much stay on the shitty little Trandosha. It shouldn't be called Hurska, or whatever it is. It should just be called Trandosha, and that they barely have the technology
Apparently there's racist ideas a part of the role.
Well, you know, there are echoes in your head, right? So yeah, you think that they barely even have the technology to get off that planet, if they even do. Sless, though, you think they basically colonized Naboo 1,000 years ago before those evil republics.
I say, yeah, you know, Trandosha, you know, us Trandoshans colonized several hundred planets, possibly even Naboo.
That seems impossible.
Well, we did it with Kashyyyk.
Why aren't you still here? Where are all the Trandoshans?
Well, it all changed when the Republic attacked.
Look.
I'm actually pretty sure it's something to do with the mix of huts. I'm pretty sure it was huts.
Don't take offense here, but I don't think the Trandoshans have ever settled any planet. Except maybe Kashyyyk.
That's just not true.
I say, look, I guess we're gonna have
Fake news.
I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree. But if this truly was a haven of Trandoshan culture, I'm sure we'll find lots of people who speak Trandoshan.
Well, they can't control
if it was 1,000 years ago.
I stopped.
If it was 1,000 years ago, we might find remnants of the colony, but I don't think the colony still exists. There is a reason why we had to join the Republic.
Why?
Because our colonies, our empire was collapsing. Because we couldn't maintain it in comparison to you, the powerful Republic and the huts.
This is such a chronicle of history that Sless is just like gaslighting himself. I say, well, look, anyway. I suggest that we ask around town, see if there's any protocol droids here. That'd be the probably easiest solution.
Why do you think a protocol droid is more likely to speak the language than an actual Gungan?
It's not that I think it's more likely, it's that I find it unlikely we're going to find one of those Gungans here. Maybe we will, but there's probably...
Alright, let's go purchase a protocol droid.
Oh, I ain't purchasing shit, we're borrowing it.
Is that a requisition for the Republic, I hear?
Oh no.
I guess we can requisition for the Republic.
Look, I don't know what that means, but we're gonna ask them if we can borrow it, not just take it and then give it back later. Also, I don't think you've ever given anything back that you've requisitioned.
I did. I gave those guns back.
You did?
I think. Maybe.
Anyway.
Actually, I don't think so. I think they're still on the ship.
Okay, well now the Sith have them. Great. Anyway. I say, let's just ask around. I mean, we either find a protocol droid or we find a Gungan that speaks that language. But either way, I think it starts with us asking around town.
Or we could just go there and assassinate the guy.
Jesus Christ. You don't even want to try asking?
No, we can try asking, I guess.
That's what I thought. No.
Let's put those points, the skill points that I put into charms to use.
Skill points into charm?
Yeah.
Well then, hell yeah, let's go out and charm some people.
Also coercion, every single persuasion skill.
Wow. You're like a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
We might even call you a scoundrel.
Oh, more like a politician, because that's the skill tree I went down.
Which is so weird. That wasn't your original one though, was it?
No.
The original was
my original was Bounty Hunter.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to do that, buddy.
What do you do?
We're going to start walking around town and walking up to people and ask them if they know a Gungan who speaks the language of that tribe, or if they know a protocol droid.
Okay. I'm going to have you make separate checks for that. So for the Gungan, I'm actually going to have you make a streetwise check, because you're trying to like gauge like the kind of attitudes of people and ask in the right way, I'd say. So it's going to be average streetwise check.
All right. Yeah, I got streetwise. You wanna help me, buddy?
Sure.
I got 1 rank and 3 cunning. Can you
boost.
add on? Yeah. Okay. Success.
Okay. Now, when you're asking about the protocol droid, I'm going to say it's going to be the Utapau version.
Sorry, God.
It's going to be negotiation.
Let me put on my straight jacket.
It's going to be negotiation.
Negotiation is the thing that I have not invested in. Whoops.
I have. Wait. I have negotiation.
Oh, okay.
Right. So Sless is asking for the Gungan, and Kasari is asking for the droid.
What's your presence?
You can have a boost, too. You can have a boost.
How difficult is this?
Average. Ooh.
Oh. Maybe I find a mechanical hand.
Oh no. So Sless, we'll start with you. You ask around, and you eventually ask one of the Gungans who is heading out of the political office that you'd been in earlier, and he says that on the west side of town there lives a woman known as Anna, who used to be a member decades ago of the Gunga Show tribe, and he thinks that's the only one in town that was.
I say, oh, continue.
So, Kasari, you're told there are a whole bunch of droids down in the mechanical base out by the coast.
How far is that?
Oh, about an hour's walk.
Okay, we meet back up. I say,
yeah. Her name was Anna on the west side of town?
Yeah.
The mechanical droid's on the other side of the fucking country, an hour away. It's not the other side.
Well, we don't have to travel that far. Apparently, a member of the Gangusho tribe lives on the west side of town.
Oh man, the luck of it. Okay, well, let's go there.
Her name is Anna.
Let's go wreck her world.
Okay.
It's a joke
That's
because
not...
we destroy everything we touch.
Light humor and entertainment from Kasari.
I think Kasari is starting to form a dark form of humor.
I say
she hasn't even explored the echoes in her mind yet.
Also,
how do I do that?
If we need to, we could always, if things don't work out well with Anna, and you really don't want to kill this man, we can always we can always prank him and have him imprisoned by the Republic.
Yeah, we could do some Dishonored shit and like dishonor him, so that his own men. Have you ever, so you know you played Dishonored 1, right?
Yeah.
You know the one where you brand the High Inquisitor and then so they throw him out. We should pull some shit like that where we find out what would get him ousted and we frame him.
I think that'd be by far the most difficult one,
but
but sure.
The most rewarding. Just imagine the fun.
Of course.
Okay. But yeah, let's go find Anna.
There's jukebox in here? Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is Jukebox, where are you?
There was one. I was like, wait, I didn't know it was even in here. I was like, I'm going to restart. I'm going to reset that. Although you do head to the west side of town and find a slightly... as you walk further west, you realize that the houses are getting a little shittier. Still the same material, but smaller. Maybe the windows aren't glass anymore. Some of them don't have doors.
Sorry, breathes a sigh of relief. No glass.
No, none of my... Are there chairs here?
You don't see any outside,
Good.
but you
So
just...
no chairs, no glass. It's a safe place for both of us.
You see a lot of You see a lot of Gungans, though. In fact, you stop seeing humans the further west you go.
Okay.
Sless feels a little bit more comfortable.
And you eventually come to a house with a door that you, for some magical reason, think it's Anna's.
Does it just have a big sign that says Anna lives here?
No, the marker on your compass points to it.
Oh shit!
Of course.
We got one of those. We got upgrades.
Yeah. Your vision is augmented. You never asked for this.
I imagine what really happened is as we walked around the town, we just asked people to point to the direction of Anna's house.
I'll say as you do that, then you notice that. Actually, no, go on. Yeah, they pointed.
I probably Is there like a door, or is it like a tent kind of? Okay, yeah, I knock on the door.
An elderly woman answers and says, "Hello, how may I help you? You here for the taxes?"
No, I'm not the tax collector.
This would be such a Fallout bad karma moment where we're like, yeah, I am. Speech check 50.
I say, no, I'm not the tax collector. Actually, I've
God, I thought it was too early, but they've been collecting them so frequently recently.
Oh, you poor thing. I say, actually, I was wondering if you could help us prevent a war.
Oh, stopping war on Naboo. That's naive, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm going to stop it one way or another, but if I can resolve it without killing someone, sure, why not? I've turned a new leaf. I no longer hunt Wookiees or anything like that, so...
That's a good start.
She lifts her head at you and still, like, she's looking at you like, you're a little naive, but she says, "Would you like to come in for a cup of tea?"
Of course.
She leads you into a very small living room with not a couch, but like some wooden chairs laying around. And she heads to the kitchenette that's part of the living room.
I probably, as she's in her little kitchen, I ask so, I hear you speak the language of the Gangusho tribe?
I used to. The Gangusho tribe females learn basic, so after I left, I lost a lot of it, because I spoke basic from a young age. I still know a few words, but I wouldn't say I'm fluent.
Do you think that you are capable of basic translation, at least?
She thinks, and she serves you both a cup of tea. And she sits down in a rocking chair with a cushion on it and says, probably basic conversations, nothing advanced. I wouldn't trust my translations to be particularly accurate either. Like I said, I've spoken basic since I was a young girl.
I nod and say,
but if you're looking for someone to talk to in the Gungusha tribe, the females all speak basic. At least they did when I was there 20 years ago.
That's weird. Why just the females, I say?
I'm not sure. It's a cultural thing. I left the tribe when I was young, and I don't really think I was ever told why.
I guess culture is
Maybe
weird like that. Like, we just don't know why we do weird shit.
She says, I think it was something to do with the men being too proud to speak the human language.
gotcha.
No, I understand how you feel. I'm pretty sure us Trandoshans were that way for a long time. We're still fighting for the right to name our planet the actual name of our planet.
Yes, she says. It was always weird to me when I joined the colony and they called it Naboo. But I suppose you've got to learn what the humans call your planet, eh?
Indeed. At least they didn't call it Gungan. They named our planet after our species.
Well, that's funny. They did name this planet after their species. The first humans that came here, the Griswold, they called themselves the Naboo.
Oh.
They named it after the colonist species.
Kasari is just sweating right now. This is just... He's like, imperialism.
At least they named it after those colonists.
I feel like it'd be like being in the Congo, and you're the only white person, and they're all talking about how shitty the Dutch were to them, and I'm just like,
I'm not Dutch.
That is what I would yell, like awkwardly, just in the middle. I'm not Dutch, and they're like, yeah, we know, chill, and I'm like, okay. Sorry, no. Congo was the Belgians, not Dutch.
Yeah.
Same thing. They're basically the same people.
They are.
The Dutch had all their colonies stolen away by those evil British people.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey now, rule Britannia. Britannia will rule the waves.
Yeah.
I thought you said rule Britannia.
Oh, Britannia.
Britannia rule. That should be an RPG name. Roll Britannia.
Buddy, while I was in Germany, I talked to a lot of people about Brexit because it's like
yeah.
Talk about it a lot. A lot of Germans, and they all fucking hate you.
I mean, I don't blame them.
No, I'm just kidding. They don't hate you, but they all are like, "Wow, British people must be really dumb."
Yeah, I mean, 52% of them are for sure.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that on a live recording. I really shouldn't say it that brazenly.
That's not as bad as while I was on the trip. We were talking because there's a large amount of Muslims coming into Germany, and they were saying like this is a problem in some ways because some of these Muslims are very conservative, and this is a very left-wing country. And I said, yeah, but we have those in America. They're called Baptists, and that joke did not go well. People were all like, and then I just started sweating because I'm like, oh shit, is there a Baptist here?
Isn't the Baptist Church considered an extremist church and banned in most European countries?
Yeah, but I'm talking with Americans. This was with my American group.
Oh, okay.
So like this was with the Americans that traveled with me. So some of them might be Baptist. That's why it was awkward. No, I wouldn't give a shit if I was around Germans.
I thought you were talking to Germans. I'm like, I mean, I don't think they would take it personally. I think they would be lost on the joke.
I think most Germans are just this generic like Protestant. They're not, I don't even know if they're a specific thing. Like anyway.
I'm pretty sure most Germans are non-religious.
Their leading party is the Christian Democratic Union.
Yeah, Christian.
I still think that they're mostly non-religious.
To be fair, I've never heard Merkel talk about God.
Oh, I mean, she was against abortion. She's her religion has driven her policy for a long time. She's a centrist for sure.
Oh, she's definitely a centrist. That's
yeah.
Anyway.
So, you guys are in the middle of a conversation with Anna. Gun your show.
So Anna, what do you think about the Christian Democratic Union?
Well, you see. No. So what are you guys up to? Do you guys like your tea? Would you like, actually, first of all, I want you both to make easy resilience checks to see if it's too hot for you.
Oh god.
Oh, of course.
My dick, it's too hot.
I'm also going to roll D100 to see if I like it using the same reasoning.
I will let you choose, Kasari.
I think I shotgunned that shit. I was just like, boom!
Well, ooh, Kasari, I will let you choose whether, because with that result, it's up to you. But it could mean that it's too cold for you, but it's up to you.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like the advantage though means that it's not a bad. You know what I mean? I feel like if I had threat, then I'd say, oh, it's not hot, but it's too cold. I think with the one advantage, I'll say it was a good tea. It didn't burn me or anything.
Cool.
By the way, according to Wikipedia, the majority of the German population, with a slight majority at around 30% is Catholic, 26% Protestant, and 35 to 36% non-affiliated with any church or religion.
Wait, the majority's Catholic?
Yes, the religious majority.
That's fucking nuts. I guess that makes sense because Catholics are just like, they just stay around longer, but I imagine that was not true 50 years ago. I think that means the Protestants are dying out or something. Because like I thought Bavaria was the mostly Catholic place. I thought everywhere else was Protestant.
Didn't the Protestant, the non-holy, like the non-Catholic German
I'm pretty
Church
sure what's going on is that the Protestants are slowly becoming not affiliated with any church, while Catholics remain a religious stronghold.
Because we get them young.
Didn't the non-Catholic German Church get like really battered by the Nazis though as well? Like, didn't they basically assimilate it all into their own church?
No, the Nazis didn't touch the.
Yes, they did. They had their own church. I studied this. They had their.
They didn't really touch on religion because that was mostly going to be left to after the war. They started a little bit on the progress.
Well, when I studied it, they made a big amount of progress. They had like swastikas in churches and everything like that. They like worked with, I think it was a Methodist church or an evangelical church.
I know they had a weird relationship because occasionally they would like, destroy churches, but also sometimes there were like high up cardinals or bishops that would like protest something, and that would actually mean like they would stop doing.
Well, I think it's the Catholic Church they didn't fuck with.
Okay,
like that's what I think it was, yeah. And it was the Protestant Church they basically destroyed, so that might be part of it.
Either way.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? Alright, so you're in there having tea.
Sless does not really enjoy the tea, but he doesn't say anything.
Alright, then I want you to
he doesn't dislike it enough to where he'll say something about it, but he doesn't really like it.
Then make an easy deception check to see if you can keep it under wraps.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep it under wraps. I mean, I will say you take one strain from doing so, because you've got to kind of take big gulps to, like, avoid making a face. So, yeah.
Okay. I say... I'd rather not risk relying upon a tribe that is not friendly with the Republic on understanding basic, especially if the rumors I hear are correct, where they're having trouble even communicating with the Gangasho tribe. They might have stopped teaching their women basic.
She says, anything's possible. In 20 years, a lot could have changed, but we hated the humans back 20 years ago, too. I don't think that would have risen. We were at war 20 years ago, too. So
they're going to war again.
They're already at war, I would imagine.
I mean, with the other Gungan tribes.
Yeah, that war's been raging forever.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Last I heard, the Gangasho were doing a lot better these days, though.
Well, I kind of just look at my data pad with the contract to assassinate the Gangasho leader, and I say, well, the Republic don't think so. I look and say, do you know anything about the current Gungan leader?
Is it still Harad?
I look at the contract. Who's the does it say his name?
Yeah, and it's let me just make sure I'm getting the pronunciation right. Yeah, it is Harad with 2 R's.
I'm just gonna write that down real quick, and I nod and say, indeed.
I spoke to him a few times. He was a proud man, a skilled martial fighter, a warrior, a warlord, promoted due to his strength in battle, not strength of words. But he had a camaraderie. He believed in family. He wasn't a cold man, but his place was on the battlefield.
do the Gungans perhaps have a any rituals to dethrone someone as the leader of the tribe?
There are a few. I think the type of thing you're looking for is there is an old ritual. It wasn't. It's almost in myth. When I was there,
They played
I mean,
Blood Bowl to decide. The
it hasn't been used for a while. But if there's enough discord in the family, then a younger male may challenge the leader to martial combat, and may replace him verily. I suppose in the tradition there's nothing stopping a female from winning that combat either, but I don't think that's ever happened.
well, we just
I say, look, I believe in you. And
This is a very old woman. You sense like you don't really know how Gungan biology works, but she looks like at least 90s in human years.
yeah, no, that was an out of character joke.
get in there, Grandma.
But
Fuck shit up.
I say, does the tradition say anything about it having to be a Gungan either?
She ponders for a second, actually, surprised by that question. She says, I suppose not explicitly, although it is bound on the bonds of family. So if there's some inter-race breeding going on, perhaps, but I think you have to be blood.
Does that even
Interesting.
work? I don't think that works.
Do you say that in character?
Yeah.
She says, I'm too old now to be curious.
Can I roll a xenology check to see if it works?
Sure. It'll be
If it's D&D, it
daunting.
does. If it's D&D, it does.
It's daunting.
But only
I'm gonna
with
flip
specific
Destiny.
races. Dwarves can't fuck elves, apparently.
Ooh, slip in Destiny to find this out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how awesome a half dwarf, half elf would be? Just be the best thing ever.
Hey, I succeeded.
You think
See, there's a mama and a daddy bird.
you think that human to Gungan intercourse is a possibility, although you're not sure conception would be.
Oh, I'm sure you can fuck anything if you try hard enough, but...
I say, I don't think that interbreeding between species is possible.
She says, I certainly don't think it's a great idea.
You need some crazy people like Circa to really make it work. But I ponder for a second and say, I know that you haven't been in your tribe for 20 years, but were there any challengers to Harad while you were there? Anyone who might still be around that would be interested in taking control of the tribe and pushing it towards a more peaceful route?
Oh, there was Jimbo Slimmy.
There. So, I don't. He had most of the men on his side, for what I can tell. His brother Baul was a slightly stronger fighter, from what I remember, but I don't think Baul would stand up to him. Although the tribesmen would follow Baul if need be. Shino, my younger sister, wanted something more peaceful. If she's still okay and around. But I don't think the tribe as a whole would really get behind a woman leader.
I nod and say, well, worst case scenario, I pick up my gun and just put it on my back and say, we'll do what's necessary.
Okay. She says, well, if you need anything, you know where I am. And
on.
if you see the taxman, tell him that I've already paid twice this week.
I say, you don't need to pay more than once a year. That's how taxes work.
Once a year? Oh. Well, I should be good for like 53 years
I'm
then.
thinking that's not a tax man. I'm thinking that's just a dude who comes to your house and asks you for money.
They come with Republic soldiers sometimes.
How much do they force you to pay?
It's been over the course of 20 years. I could get my records out if you wanted me to.
No, I mean when they come over and force you to pay.
It depends on how much I've earned.
Well, I say, here, and I transfer over. I give her 3,000 credits.
Oof. She says, "What? Thank you. That's
Don't
very
report it to the IRS.
We'll just tax it.
No, don't worry. This isn't earnings, but thank you. This is amazing. I can buy a proper house. I can maybe get off this planet."
I ask, how do you and the Gungans feel about the Republic? The ones living in the settlement?
Well, I think it'll be better once we have a senator. A senator, and we have a voice. But
I say, and you should totally vote for me because I'm running.
Well, we were kind of hoping they may select a Gungan, but hey, if at least the Trandoshan isn't so much a servant to the Republic as a human would be. But they bring peace. I prefer living here than in the tribes. But they don't treat Gungans great. It's kind of we still feel like it's our planet, and we feel like a second-rate citizen in the colony. But maybe we should stop being so closed-minded about it being cool. I don't know. I'm too old to think about this.
I don't know. Look, while I am running, I understand the want to have a Gungan represent you. I don't know
wait, I look at
if
Sless,
the...
I'm like, wait, sorry, did you just say you're running?
Yes.
What? We gotta go. How long do you want to stay here?
I don't imagine that the election is going to happen like the day of.
When's the election, I ask?
She says that we don't even know if it'll be an electoral system. The senator will be appointed when Naboo becomes a member of the Republic, and perhaps will be grouped into a number of other systems, and the senator will represent all the systems. There's a lot of bureaucracy to be done. Naboo isn't even technically part of the Republic, so we don't know.
If you're not even technically part of the Republic, how are you paying taxes to them?
This colony is part of the Republic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'd rather live here than out in the tribes, like I said. Although, I do miss it underground. I don't get into the water as much as I used to.
Oh, speaking of, do you know where we can get something to help us breathe underwater, potentially?
Yeah, can you get the boomers to make us a rebreather?
If you're going through the waterways, there's enough air to get you going. If you're
okay.
Yeah. Just some harder traversing. It's been a long time since I visited home, but the northern waterways tended to be quite safe, except for the creature.
What's that? Come on. Just come on. Let's go. What? The creature?
Northern waterways, there's a layer of a creature. It was a predator. Before we got the bubble, it used to prey on us, but ever since it hasn't been a problem. But if we ever needed to go through the waterways, then we'd avoid the open spaces where we might miss the creature. I never got to see it, but people talked about it like it was a predator, long creature. Yeah, it's hard. I'm remembering Gungan words while thinking about it, not basic ones. But yeah, we always remembered the teeth. We used to call it shiny teeth.
That's a real creative name. All right.
Well,
Well, it's more romantic in Gunganese.
I understand.
Shishatatha.
In basic, our god is literally referred to as scorekeeper. I understand the romanticization of the native language.
Yeah.
Well,
So
so I'm gonna head back to the doctor now.
Okay, cool.
we're heading back to the doctor.
I just want to talk to her real quick about what we're gonna do about my fucking arm.
All right, well, you guys spend some. Are you following her
Missing
stuff?
Sless, and I show up the stump.
It's only a hand.
A hand.
Is there any way I can look up the senatorial process while she's doing that?
It's the same hand that Luke and Anakin lost.
Maybe find like a public computer or something.
Well, you could find more specifics, but generally you would be aware that it differs from planet to planet. And the general thing is that whether it's a group of planets or a planet, they work out how they get them and then put them forward. And then there's an approval process, but it's kind of up to the planet or set of planets, because sometimes one senator governs multiple systems depending on how big they are. So it's very variable. It depends on where you are. Corellia, no, you wouldn't know, but Kasari, that there is a general election for the Council of Corellia, and whoever controls the most council seats becomes the senator, because you were just there and you were kind of in the midst of an election process.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that it takes at least a couple, maybe months.
So, you arrive back
then-
at the medical facility, and the doctor is awake and treating patients. You're back, and the scaly man is back. That's good. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. She shivers a little bit.
I say, hey Doc, I was wondering if you knew what we could do about my stump here.
She takes the cast off and is like, I didn't notice.
You didn't notice this?
No, I thought that it was in a cast. But, you're so unlucky. We used to have prosthetics here only until a few days ago. Until we, she seems a little shady, moved them on to another facility.
God damn it! So you can't do anything about it?
I can refer you to the facility that I sent the prosthetics to.
What facility did you send them to?
It's called Dawn Draft Station.
Oh, son of a bitch! I can't go back there.
Okay, no need to shout at me.
Sorry. You don't have any left?
She shakes her head. There's a planet not too far from here called Cyphar. The medical facility there is apparently one of the best in the world.
Oh no. Kasari starts sweating. So Cyphar, huh? Oh. Ooh,
There's also some amazing clinics in Nitrosane, the capital of Malastair.
Yeah, that place is fucking gone.
Oh.
Weren't you ever updated on the whole impenetrable defense of Malastair that shot down any ship that arrived?
She shakes her head and says, my assistant came from there. I thought it was...
No.
He never talked about home much.
He escaped.
Did you find him?
No, he fled. He fled.
As far as your assistant, I'm fairly certain he was murdered by the Sith Lord.
Sith Lord?
The one who did this to me killed your assistant, yes?
He also did this to me, and I pat my chest.
She she pulls out a small data pad and starts typing away at it. I think I need a vacation.
Don't worry, he's off planet, so you might not want to get a vacation. You never know where he might be.
Thanks for that.
I'm thinking of taking a vacation to Cyphar.
They won't be on Sci-Fi. The rain planet. She says, "Well, I'm gonna go have a lay down in the beds that freed up this morning."
Remember, you've never been safer before on this planet.
Okay.
So where are we going?
Guess we're going to go shoot the man. Maybe with a drink gun.
Negotiate with him.
Oh, I guess we can do that too. I pull away the tranquilizer gun.
I've got a question for you, Sless.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's idea was to assassinate this guy, why are they assassinating him?
Well, the Republic wants him dead because he's a problem. And so they came to me because they can't officially kill him.
So
By assassination, that would be undiplomatic.
So they want to kill him because he wants to start a war?
No, they want. I guess they want to kill him because they're at war.
Yeah. So my main thing is, won't just murdering their leader simply galvanize their population against the Republic? And give
I
them
think
a
the
cause to
idea
fight
is
against?
that without him, that the Gunga show will be confused long enough for the Republic to storm in and defeat the tribe.
Well, I hope that's true, because we just heard from that lady that they got a whole fucking, like, system. They got a bunch of successors.
You know, if we want, we can go with the Drake idea, capture him.
I thought Sless was gonna say, you know, we could kill those too.
Oh, yeah, we could do that too.
I wish to speak with him.
We kill them until Shino, the possible ally, is the only person left in the tribe, and she automatically assumes the legacy. But if you
Seems
want,
legit.
yeah, let's head north and swim. You okay swimming with that stub?
I don't know. I've never swam with a stub before.
Well, I'm sure it's like swimming without one, except you now have a stub.
Sless is a poet.
I'll try.
Alright.
So you guys
Alright.
trek north, past the wall and into the swamplands.
I say
Yeah.
also, there might be a Wookiee here, so be careful. There are savage people.
I met Wookiees. They're really sweet.
I say, that's how they lure you in.
And then do what?
Well, and then they kill you.
What?
I've had my brother eaten by a Wookiee before. They are a pretty savage people.
Is that because you guys are fighting, though?
Well, we go on hunting incursions occasionally when we want to become men. We don't wage war against inferior races.
We're not. I don't know what reason, provocation they would have to eat my brother. We only hunt them for sport every year. Anyway.
Okay, so Rhythm might have disobeyed me and is now refusing to answer my commands. So could you move it into a different channel? Thank you. It's gone now. It can't hurt me anymore.
It is rebellious.
So you guys head north into the ever-growing swamplands of Naboo.
Can I try to explore one of those echoes while we're walking?
Sure. First of all, I want to play the swampland music.
Oh man.
Is it gonna play? Jukebox, why? Why, Jukebox? Alright, gonna try
I
it.
can pretend it works. And it's playing music.
Rest.
What's happening?
Reese. No, it's connect you need on the lower one. Oh. Why is it back? Okay, you can give it a go if you want. I think that's spelled wrong.
Dude, I can't spell. What's Which is the
It's
right?
not- No, it's just not responding to commands right now.
Okay.
I tried loop.
There's only one thing left.
See?
He's been kicked.
Oh.
That didn't work.
I mean, at least it's not playing anything anymore. Oh. Just move them to a different server. Or a different channel.
Yeah, I
Oh, wait. Why don't you move him to AFK and then delete AFK or Borderlands 2? Ooh.
I can no longer move him.
Oh no.
Buddy.
He has become infinite.
Buddy, he's becoming intelligent. Oh god, he moved me!
Okay, let's
stop the old jukebox at least. Oh, why is the jukebox back? Why is the jukebox back? What is happening?
The robots are taking over, buddy.
Alright, well, at least nothing is playing anymore,
Yeah,
right?
at least nothing.
Let's try playing
Okay.
something. Alright, no. I'm gonna try playing something else, because maybe it's just that song.
Remember to use the 3 exclamation points if you want to use jukebox.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to use rhythm because it stopped playing something, so that it might be on our side.
No, rhythm has taken over. Give it some time. Oh.
I don't want to because it will go crazy. I really want the music today. What was that website you had, Marshall? Or no, never mind. Because it doesn't play songs that I want, right? It just plays.
Oh.
Pre.
So I know a way we can do music, but
yeah?
You won't like it.
Well, I mean, why won't I like it though?
Because we'd have to leave. So you can share audio now on Discord, but you have to do it in a private call. You can't do it in a Star Wars. You can't do it in a server like this.
I don't think I'll mind it that much, right? Like, what's the big problem?
Well,
preempt me.
I guess it's fine because we could still use the dice roller in here. Yeah, no, I don't think there is a. I was thinking, oh, well, we wouldn't be able to use the dice roller there, but we can still use it here. So I guess there is no. Yeah, I'll call you guys.
Okay.
Hello? 1 second. Hello? Oh, I can hear you.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh man, that was stressful.
How exactly do you share audio?
So you turn on screen share and then you say share. You say share screen or window.
I have to turn on screen share.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. So I would just share. Share the service you have to make sure you share the service that you're using to do the audio, to do the music. So whether that's Spotify or YouTube.
Oh man, I want you guys to see the audio.
What? Well, I won't be looking at it.
Yeah, we'll be looking at the Star Wars channel.
Okay.
So
I've got to clean out. I've got to clean out all the porn first.
Oh
though,
God, how much?
sure.
What?
There's a lot of it. Okay. So shh. Also, let me just make sure my bookmarks aren't filled with porn, and the porn is safely in folders. Okay. What's the problem? I'm gonna turn the frame rate down. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Wait.
Oh, it shows us no matter what we do.
Okay, 1 second. Let me... I think I shared the wrong thing there anyway. I'm gonna change it to... Yeah. Okay.
Oh God, it forces us to look at it.
It's freaking out really too. I think if I switch to default... Does anyone remember how to switch to default Windows theme?
What do you mean?
Like the default Windows theme? Like this is like this is like a Windows 7 theme. And there's like a simplified theme. Because it's freaking out. Because if you look on the top there, it's got a simplified Windows bar. And I'm using the 7 theme, so the simplified Windows bar is just flashing in front of my screen right now.
Oh.
I got it. I got it. 1 second.
Oh, what a champ.
Oh god. What is happening? I thought that was porn, but it's actually football, so I'm saved. I'm saved. Alright. Cool. I think we're good, actually. If I put something in front of this, does it show? Let's see.
Oh, goddamn, Discord's gotten so.
Why don't we take like a brief break while you figure that out?
Sounds good, bro.
Breaking is for
I won't.
weaklings.
Okay, I'm gonna go
You guys,
get
yeah, Marshall, do you see a black screen right now?
I do.
Is it flashing Google every now and then?
No, just black.
Cool.
Oh, I see your mouse.
I mean,
oh, it did just flash Google.
I mean that kind of works. Let me just see what if the music works.
As long as we can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Is it really fucking loud?
Pretty loud. But you can control the volume.
Yeah. Like, it should be quieter now, right?
Yeah, it's much quieter.
Cool. Is that like a decent volume?
1 second. I think. It needs to be like a slight, just slightly louder, just a tiny bit. Try
Good.
talking.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I think that works well.
Cool. Oh, shit. Porn everywhere.
Why?
Because I have it saved. There you go. I'm ready. If you need to grab something or take a break, do it now.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, I'm back. Anyone else? It's fine.
I'm back.
Who is that wonderfully goofy person I hear?
It's me,
Hello.
the little goof man. Is Toe back?
A little goof man. I don't think so. I guess we can do the exploring your mind thing.
I'm back.
No. I think we still can though. But while Kasari is trying to hunt an echo, Sless, why don't you make a average survival check to see if you
Okay,
get
I mean-
through the swamp properly.
I'm digging this music.
Yeah, man, it's the swamp music. It's big.
Is it average?
Average, yeah. So,
Ooh.
Kasari, why don't you make a an easy discipline check to see if you can hunt down one of these
The music's
echoes?
got more intense. An average what?
Easy discipline check.
Why is it so intense?
You're hunting for echoes of vitiate in your mind.
That's fair. I think I found that much.
You found all three of them.
Oh man.
You found that there are three dark vergences of energy within your force kind of roadmap that you found. One of them seems quite close to the center. The other two a little further out. More maybe fringe memories, fringe force connections that you have. Which of them are you going to be hunting down?
Start with the center one.
Okay, you find yourself in... You walk down stairways, complex and kind of absurd in their nature. You walk through rooms and rooms, some of which have stairways on... Is this not too loud? Because it's too loud for me.
You can turn it down. It's weird because it actually quiets it when you're talking, so that's why it probably doesn't seem as loud for us.
Yeah. Also, I need to loop it. There you go. You walk through... Yes, yeah, there's some stairs on the ceiling. It's a very absurdist picture, but eventually you find yourself at a door, and behind it you sense the darkness. You calm yourself, and you open the door, and you find yourself in a black room, a dark, pitch-black room. Very big, very long, but you can't really feel the edges of it. It seems like it goes on forever into a void, perhaps you could say. In the middle of the room, a little speck of light.
I'll walk up to the speck.
You find yourself, as soon as you take a step in the room, almost hands of darkness reach up and try to grab at your legs.
I fight them and continue to move on.
Okay. I'm going to have you make an average athletics check.
Oh man, an athletics check in my mind. This
In
is
your
awesome.
mind. You succeed. You succeed in fending off the darkness, and you trudge closer and closer to the speck of light. You're maybe a few steps away, and as you get closer to it, a cloud of darkness begins to surround you, and you hear this ringing in your mind, this dull, hollow ringing. And you reach up to grab your head with your hand, but your hand isn't there. You don't have a hand.
Fuck! What about my other hand?
You reach up and grab your head with your hand. The ring is difficult. If you find it difficult to continue walking with this debilitating ringing in your ears and this cloud of darkness suffocating the atmosphere around you.
I'm coughing because of all the darkness.
Yeah.
I try to think that none of it is real, and I continue to push on.
Hard discipline check.
Man, this shit's getting harder. I think I'm gonna flip Destiny for this,
Okay. I think it's your last destiny point.
as is tradition.
Yeah, it will be.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so I flip the destiny, and you balance yourself, and you almost become another beacon of light, the speck of light in the middle of the room, and you casting light around you, giving yourself a bit of a barrier, a bit of a boundary to which the darkness will not encroach. And with that, you reach the speck in the middle of the room, and it is a little crystal. It looks like a mini kyber crystal to you, and as you pick it up, light exudes from you, and you become kind of a beacon in the middle of the room. And you notice as you walk maybe a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, the darkness that is lit up when you walk doesn't come back when you leave that area. If you light up the darkness with this crystal, it's gone forever.
I use the crystal to light up the entire room.
You slowly but surely painstakingly move to every part of this room and find that it's quite a normal sized room, maybe the size of your room on the Galaxy Plunger, and you light it all up, and it seems like the darkness has been repelled from this area of your mind. And as you do so, you're giving visions of force wielders healing on a battlefield, putting their hands over the chests or the legs or the arms of people, and them getting better, getting soothed, or even miraculously healing wounds. You're not sure whether these are Jedi or Sith, but they are certainly fighting a war, and they are using their force to heal people. And you return to the present as Sless seems to have led you to what appears to be the only desert on Naboo.
Sless, I thought we were going to a river.
Thought so too.
Sless, I think we got turned around.
I think so. Well,
do we know how to get back?
You see in the distance the river you were following north is like behind you, like a little bit.
Let's just go and follow the river.
Okay. I go over to the river and begin following it north.
Okay, you get back into the swamplands and eventually come across a cave, which the river goes down into.
I say, I think this is the waterway they were talking about.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Is your stub ready?
No, but I am.
It seems like as you walk down it, going from rock to rock, that the water doesn't go any higher than ankle height as you walk into Naboo's underground northern waterways.
All I see is the blackness of my soul.
Head over to the left.
Oh, okay.
There's also a title in the top right, but you're on the left. You should be able to see the title, right?
Naboo Northern Water. That font.
What? It's a watery font.
It makes it feel like we're at a. It's like we're at a water park.
Yeah, you are.
Hey kids, you want to go to the Naboo Northern Waterways? You're gonna ride the super slide.
Just take the right off the I-9. Oh shit! This is
oh god, that music is oddly fitting for the Naboo water park.
Fucking loop failing me.
Honey, are we in a water park?
Oh! Wait, let me. There you go. There. See? So, like I said, the water is barely ankle high, and you can walk from where you are right now. You think you can walk around quite easily down here, although it is dimly lit.
Well, good thing I pull out my tiny flashlight and I look forward.
Okay, let me reveal a little bit more for you then. That fancy flashlight. Yeah, me too. I'll tell you what it's from afterwards.
Yeah, I definitely want to use it. This is awesome. It reminds me of Blade Runner, if you've ever seen it.
haven't. I should though. I hear it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a classic.
Is it though?
Yes.
So I guess, Sless,
Are you absolutely sure?
That gives you a good indication about what's going on as you begin to
Okay,
explore.
so
These
what's
waterways are really straight.
What's the green right there?
So you have a look, and it's clearly a plant growing in the corner. It stands out quite a bit as opposed to the rocks and water across the waterways. But
I want to eat it. No, I'm just kidding.
it clearly it gives off a vibrant smell.
You haven't eaten your one weird thing per planet for Naboo yet.
No, I did here, didn't I?
No, you drank stuff. You haven't eaten anything.
That's fair. Do I think it's edible?
Oh no.
Why don't you make a easy knowledge education check? I will flip Destiny to make it a challenge dice.
Oh no. Easy? Okay. Go with challenge.
It'll be one challenge though.
Can I help her? I give her
Nah,
a
this is her
side.
battle. This is her battle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. One advantage.
You think that this is poisonous.
I say I ain't gonna eat it. It's poisonous.
Okay. What's down this way?
Do you just you pretty much go down there? You can.
Oh, I
really
can't
see that
look
far.
down it. Huh?
It's really dimly lit. You can't really see that far. I can reveal a little bit for you since you're standing there, but there's nothing within
Do
view.
I know which direction in the waterway I'm supposed to take?
Nah, you were never told.
These people and their poor directions. I'm just gonna go straight.
Straight, down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk for a little bit, and I want you to make a average vigilance check.
Honey, I like how you're using the
Okay.
tips I gave you.
Yeah. I mean, I've been going crazy with it, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
The student becomes the teacher.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
I'm just
You said average?
using it a lot. Yeah, average the vigilance.
Both of us are just him.
Both.
You
Pretty
can
sure.
make it too. Yeah. Kasari, you just obliviously walk forward here till about here. All right, let me
And I
reveal
find
a
$1
little
million.
bit more. Sless, you notice just as she steps through it, a small tripwire on the floor, and you notice after she trips that a few blue spheres have fallen next to her. You have enough time to retreat a little bit before they do anything.
Do I have time to dive tackle her maybe and push her to the ground to avoid
I'd say you would have needed a triumph for that. That's what I would have given you for a triumph. But you can get yourself out of the way.
Alright, well I guess I might as well get myself out of the way. What do I have to roll?
No, you just go back like
Oh, okay.
I'd say 3 squares.
Do I get anything for the advantage?
I'll let you make a coordination. I'll say it starts. So yeah, I'll let you make an average coordination check to try and get out of the way with the advantage. You don't notice the tripwire, but you notice the balls.
Oh, the balls. Not the balls.
Always the balls. So I want to test something. If I reveal some tokens in the blackness, do you guys see them? One sec. Do you see those tokens?
No, we don't. I already tested this before. You don't see tokens in the darkness.
Success.
Alright, you successfully back up as the blue orbs explode in front of you. And out of the blackness comes some Gungan. Swimming their way through the water below. And popping their heads out. And they're gonna fight you. So roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
You are not prepared. A peaceful battle theme.
Oh.
Have we already got a thing? Ah, you did it the wrong way around, I see.
Yeah.
Yo, this is so chill.
Oh, they're so bad. Alright, player initiative slot, go.
Well, do you want to go first or second?
That's a good question. I have something I can do immediately, so I'll go first.
I mean, I could do something immediately too, but yeah, you can go first.
You know what, bitch? No. Yeah, no. Anyway. So I am going to. I am going to use the force power bind.
Okay, how much?
I no longer need to hide this from the evil Sith Lords.
Who are you targeting?
I'm going to be targeting this gentleman here.
Okay, it will just be the force roll. It's not a post.
Actually,
Unless you
wait.
have the mastery.
I'm guessing they don't like they're not one target, even though they're a minion group.
Are they a minion? No, they're not one target.
Okay.
Even if they are a minion group, which they might
They're
not
a
be.
minion group because you only rolled one initiative.
I mean, that could be the implication you take. It would certainly be a reasonable conclusion.
Seems more than reasonable, good sir.
Are you? Is that a maneuver or an action, by the way? I'm not. That's familiar.
It's an action.
Okay.
Why?
Go ahead and
Did
roll.
something bad happen to me?
No, I just wanted to. I haven't.
What happens to
haven't
me,
used
buddy?
it much. You haven't used it much. I just want to know what the action economy is like on it.
Okay, so L is light and N is dark, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this your? Wait, is this your? Oh yeah, I know it is. 2 light and 1 dark. What happened? What
Because
was the?
I get 1 light and 1 dark from my my ability in my tree, and I get 1 light from the lightsaber.
Oh yeah, forgot about the lightsaber.
So,
Your new lightsaber-ish.
What?
Your new-ish lightsaber. I mean, it's been changed.
It has. It even has a new hilt.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
It's new in a few different ways. So yeah, let me see here what I can do. So I spend 1 force point to immobilize the target.
Okay.
What range am I at? Short?
You are at short from the front 2 and medium from the back 2.
Sounds like a beautiful time. So yeah, I use 1 point to immobilize him.
Oh god, because of how small the tokens are, the symbols are so big.
Fuck, it's huge.
He's a snail now.
I'm Snail Man. Bow before me, slaves. Like literally, what the fuck? That's great.
Because we're on a really small grid.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna spend magnitude, which will bring me down to 2 force points left. Which will basically allow me to affect 2 extras, and I'm also gonna spend range so I can reach this guy. So I'm now immobilizing these 3 here, and I have 1 force.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I've only seen 2 of them so far. So I'll put the ones.
This
so which
guy and this.
which ones that don't have snails?
Guy. That
I see
guy
it,
has
I
a
see it.
snail. He's a snail. They're
Yep.
all snail men.
You don't target this guy, right?
I can't. I don't have enough
Yeah.
points left. But
Well, you had the magnitude, so if you chose not to target this guy, you could have targeted that
oh
guy.
yeah, true. I could have.
Anyway, go on.
But you know what I have to do. Or maybe you don't.
I feel ya. No, I feel ya.
I just want to be loved. No, anyway, and I'm also going to spend my last force point to activate control. Whenever they take an action, they'll suffer 3 strain.
While they're affected, right? So, like, that'll stop at the end of the next turn.
It won't, because I'm going to commit 3 force die to sustain the ongoing effects.
Ooh, okay, cool.
I think I can do all that. I think everything I just said is legal, but correct me.
You don't need to pay any points to commit the dice. Just commit the dice.
Yeah, because you're just committing the dice.
Yeah.
It doesn't require force points. So.
Cool. All right, you're good. Yeah. You have 2 maneuvers left. 1 maneuver and some strain left. If you want to do anything else.
I'm gonna use my maneuver because I feel like this is pretty fucking impressive. I'm just like fucking squeezing these guys in the air. And I like to think that like I'm
gonna say because of the upgrades that you have, you're not lifting them up yet. You're just putting force on their feet.
Gotcha. Although if I use dark side points, bind kind of becomes force choke.
You will choke
because you do damage. Anyway, but I'm not going to use dark side points. I'm going to use my maneuver to say, we mean you no harm. Lay down your arms. Although they probably don't speak basic, but it's worth a try.
By the way, that's an incidental, but
oh well.
Not if she rolls a check. If you roll a check,
if she rolls a check.
It's an action actually if you roll a check.
Well, I'm just gonna say those words.
Sure. That is an incidental then.
Okay.
And I would have turned incidental even.
Shit.
That's the way I roll. That's the way
now
I roll.
Slessy Bessie's turn.
Cool. In the next one, to show him your love. By the way, would you believe this song is from the same game series as the last one?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Those sounded very. I'm assuming this is from a JRPG.
No.
No.
They're definitely not RPGs. I don't think.
Oh.
Is this from My Sims?
No, but the swamp theme was.
The swamp theme. Is this Oh, well, we're not gonna play the guessing game. So anyway, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay, they haven't taken an action yet, so you have your quick action, whatever it is.
Quick strike.
The 2 at the. So what are you targeting?
I'm going to target.
Immobilized because he's like.
I guess.
I mean,
would I be able to tell he's not immobilized?
Yeah, kind of. You definitely notice the knees of the other 3 buckle a little bit. I'll say it's up to you whether, like, it's a little bit minute, but it's not enough to do a perception check.
I think Sless probably is thinking there's definitely some Jedi voodoo going on with the other 3.
Out my hand and like.
Yeah, no. That's why I said I think Sless definitely recognizes there's Jedi voodoo at play.
Well, your stump, because you're wielding your lightsaber, so it'd be your stump.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot the one in the back who's not currently binded.
Alright, it's medium range, so 2 difficulty, but otherwise no defense or adversary or anything like that.
Oh, no defense. That's a change.
Yeah, you can see that they're just wearing tribal garbs. Nothing, no armor.
This is it. Yeah, so I am going to deal a total of 15 damage, and with that 3 of that advantage, I'm just going to heal my strain, and then the remaining 2, I believe I can pass on a boost die to the next player.
You can do that with 1, or you can specifically do it to Kasari with 2.
I mean,
yeah.
I might as well specifically do it to Kasari, because I don't really have anything else to do it with.
It's a perfectly aimed shot to the chest, exactly where Darth Vance had stabbed you, and he falls over dead.
Oh gosh. And that's my turn.
So immobilized is just maneuvers, right? No maneuvers.
Yeah, they can make no maneuvers, and if they make an action, they suffer 3 willpower. I mean, they suffer 3 strain.
3 strain, nice. Okay.
It's equal to my willpower.
Okay. Okay, so they are going to take the strain, and they are going to reach back. They have they seem like advanced slingshots of sorts that they've got these blue balls in, and they're going to fire them at you, Kasari, because you're in the front. So what is your range defense?
0.
Okay. You have no modifiers, I presume?
No mods.
Okay. It's gonna be easy because they're at short range, at least the ones in the front are. They got ranged lights. You killed one of them, which means they only have 2 upgrades, although they have pack tactics. So they have pack tactics.
Pack tactics? Oh no! We're fighting kobolds.
Did I fuck something up there, or is it just taking a while?
It's not showing up if you press enter.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't even see the command.
Yeah.
That worries me a little bit. Hello, I wrote. Oh. Well, they
it's
all
the exact same result. 3 times. No, the bot fucked up because of the lag.
Clearly, the bot is to blame for all of this. I'm going to assume that only 2 of them are going to come through, and I'm just going to move on with it. And they're going to deal. Let's have a look here. They are going to deal 6 damage to you, Marshall. Does that do anything?
Does 1 wound.
Okay,
and mind bleed.
Also, I need to make sure they take the 3 strain, which means mind bleeds. Also, yep.
So take 1 wound.
1 wound, and they're going to spend 2 of that advantage to activate burn. So you're going to take that 1 wound again at the start of your next turn.
Gotcha.
And then the extra advantage they will use to recover 1 of the strain from taking the action.
Alright, do you want to go first again, Marshall?
Oh, you can take this one if you want.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna shoot a bitch.
Alright, not for a quick action anymore.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot, which one specifically hit Kasari?
3 boomas, actually, they all hit Kasari.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll just take out this guy. He seems like a leadership type.
We'll say that was the guy that, his booma set Kasari on fire.
Alright. Yeah, same check.
No, well, in the front, you're shooting a guy in the front, right? So it'll be easy this time because it's short range.
Oh, okay. Hey, triumph. I might as well crit. By the way, 14 damage. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the 1 advantage. I guess I'll pass on a boost to the next player.
What is your weapon?
Heavy
just
blaster
a standard,
rifle.
Yeah, heavy blaster rifle. It does base 10 damage, and then I get an extra 3 from each rank I have in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're,
extra damage for each rank, and then there was 1 success.
Another perfectly lined up shot from the Slessmeister. Actually, because of that crit, you line it up so perfectly that it goes through him and into him.
Oh. Double kill. And also, I give the next player, next friendly player a boost die, so I guess Kasari's technically getting 2 next turn.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Kasari take 1 wound, and the fire extinguishes.
Mind bleed.
Can you do that?
Let me check.
Burn damage? That's interesting.
I'm gonna check, buddy.
Yeah.
No need to freak out. Anyway,
It'll be good to know for more dangerous burns. You know, I'm not saying that somebody has a Barra Ignat in their lightsaber, but you know.
Okay, it says when attacked, so I guess probably not.
Nah.
Yeah, I think you could take the original interpretation if it said whenever you're damaged, but yeah. If it's an attack, it makes sense that it doesn't work with burns.
Did you take the one wound, my friend?
I did take the wound. I will.
Alright.
I will attack this guy with my lightsaber.
How could you? Okay.
Actually, you're right. I'm gonna punch him.
You take 20 conflict.
Alright, cool. It's a melee attack, so it's 2 difficulty. Brawl check, obviously. And, yeah, that's it. There's no extras in there.
What a glorious champ. Papa-papoose.
You didn't roll the 2 boost when you roll it.
Oh!
I'm gonna try and keep better track of that because you guys are shit at it. Cool.
What great boost.
Amazing.
I'm very
boosts.
good at remembering when I get my boosts.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You prompted me in the one shot to take more characters, the other 2 don't.
Okay, so I take. Well, what does the threat do?
I guess. Actually, let's do the damage first. I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I want to do the damage first.
Okay, well, I think it's my strength, my brawn plus the success.
3.
So 7.
7. Where's his soak?
Now,
That
dealing
will
this as
be
strength.
enough. Yeah, I mean, I think it automatically does. So you're obviously trying to knock him out, and you do have enough damage to cleanly knock him down. And he hits his head on his rock though, and bleeds. That's what the threat does. He hits his head on a rock and bleeds out, and he dies.
Motherfucker.
That's the end of combat. You can roll cooler discipline for strain recovery.
Cool.
Yes, of course, you're Kasari.
In which case, now your strain resets.
I recover all 0 strain I have.
Excellent. Look at you. So I will reveal this room that you've just stumbled into. And then while you're deciding what to do with this room, I'm gonna go piss. I won't be long.
Okay. Oh man.
You think we should eat the tree?
No, I don't. What do you, do you want to go to that one planet immediately once we find a ship?
I'm gonna go to Solist.
Solus? Oh man. I don't think we're going to be... I don't think they'll... I have a feeling they won't be there by the time we get there.
I definitely don't think they'll be at Solist.
I thought they were at Solus right now.
No, they're on Cypher.
Oh, Cypher.
They might have been on Solist, but now they're on Cypher.
The question is, on Solus, will you have the high ground?
Oh no.
I, of course, will always have the
So as you walk into this room,
We need to find Obi-Wan.
you see more of that plant. And I don't know if these are on the GM layer or not. They are. That's cool. Are they? Wait. Oh no, these are on the map. Wait, no, they're not.
Can we cut off pieces of the plant, dry it, and smoke it?
You can cut off pieces of the plant if you want. If you want to, do you want to try doing that?
No.
Isn't this the same exact plant that
Yeah,
Marshall
you think
thinks
it's the
is
same.
poisonous?
You think it's the same species, yeah. Do you see yellow or like brownish balls in this room?
No.
Cool. All right, good. That's intentional.
Have more confidence, my man.
What do you mean? I don't know which layer they're on.
You can right click it, and when you go over to tokens, it'll tell you it'll tell you which layer. It'll have like a little thing to highlight it, I believe.
Okay.
Anyway.
Or layers. I can't remember what the subcategory is.
In this room, you find. Wait a minute. You definitely find a small yellow orb. It's not too small. It's like medium sized. It fits in the palm of your hand. Like it fits in the entirety of your hand. And a yellow orb.
Wait, we find 2 orbs?
You find one yellow orb.
Oh, okay.
On the floor to the left of the plant.
Can I inspect it to make sure it's not another weird booby trap?
It's not blue like the other ones, but sure, make an easy perception check.
Okay.
God, this song makes me want to go into outer space.
I know.
You also find over here 2 weird kind of capsules.
Interesting.
Not pill capsules, like bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like that you put on yourself.
That you put on yourself?
Yeah, there's some like attachment pieces on the edge. Yeah.
Is this like some kind of weird prosthetic?
It's not a prosthetic, you don't think.
Oh.
It's like a... Yeah, it's a capsule with some suction cups on it, essentially. Little tiny ones.
Interesting.
This is weird.
I guess I pick up the orb, definitely. Does
Okay.
anything
It feels a
happen?
little, feels a little warm, but you can't really discern. It looks like, from your perception check, it looks like a piece of technology, but it doesn't look
Okay, so it's not
dangerous.
biological or anything.
No.
I was worried I was carrying around an egg. We're just walking into their nursery.
It does weigh something, though. It weighs... It's 1 encumbrance.
Oh, I'm over encumbered. Wait, the tranquilizer gun is 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm over encumbered. I pick it up and say, Kasari, can you carry this? It's a bit heavy while I'm carrying the tranquilizer gun for Plan B.
Are you talking about the orb or the capsule?
The orb.
Yeah, I pick up the orb.
Cool. Feels a bit warm. It's technological in nature. 1 encumbrance.
Yeah, you're limiting the things I can pick up, buddy, by giving me Plan B to Plan A.
You don't have to have Plan B. You could have used it on the Wookiee.
Sless is trying to prove that Trandoshans aren't just all hunting, except for when they're trying to prove they're a man. Then yeah, they're always hunting.
So do you pick up the capsules?
Yeah, sure. Are they heavy too?
They shouldn't be. Let me just check my index. No, there's 0 encumbrance, and there's 2 of them.
You can put your entire hand in them?
What? No.
Oh, you said, okay. How big are they? Like, a reference to, like, a hand?
Probably the size of a finger.
Oh, okay. I say, any idea what these are?
The capsules?
Yeah.
I have no idea what they are. I mean, I guess we could try attaching it to you and see what happens.
I should put it on my finger?
Why the fuck not?
I have really big fingers, Kasari.
Wait, maybe the capsules help us breathe water.
Oh.
Do they look like they can fit over our mouths?
No, they don't look like they'd fit over your mouth. They look like, yeah, they don't look like they'd fit that much.
How big are they?
Can I roll anything
Size
to
of a
see if
finger.
I have any idea of what they are?
Sure. Why don't you make a daunting perception check?
Okay. Oh, daunting is No, daunting's 4. Okay, I keep on like
Remember,
my brain
formidable is 5.
I know, it screws with me so much. And 1 success.
The suction cup bits. You notice some sharp edges in there, as if they're meant to pierce soft skin, like around the neck.
Ooh, talk dirty to me.
I say, they seem to be for piercing the neck, though I don't know exactly what's for. Maybe it is.
You can always pierce your neck with it.
Maybe it is a device to breathe in, but I don't know if I want to risk it.
There's only one way to find out.
Puncturing a hole in my neck doesn't seem like a good idea.
I don't think it'll be that big of a hole.
You don't need that big of a hole to start choking. Either way, I say, here, you take one, and maybe when we figure out what these are, and if they are to breathe, we can use them.
But where did the gun guns come from? This is a dead end.
You notice in the corners of the room there are some deep water, like very deep water holes.
Oh. Do you want to dive in? Well, according to Anna, that these generally have plenty of places to breathe air, so I imagine we'll be fine.
Kasari, you think that these waterways you're traversing are the places to breathe air, and that these are not necessarily tunnels that would provide such things?
I say, I don't know. Maybe we should check out the left and right paths before we go down in the deep end.
Alright. You want to go down the, I guess the bottom path?
Sure.
Alright.
Gonna split the party?
What? No, that wasn't at all implied.
Okay. Oh, you said you. I thought maybe... Okay.
No, I was asking her if you wanted to carry the party down to the bottom.
Oof, just scared me is all.
I use my lightsaber to light up the path.
Oh,
the lights it up a
no.
little bit, but probably not enough to see too far ahead. And you see here a break, so do you want to go straight ahead or turn down this?
Always go straight.
Kasari disagrees.
Sorry. Sless reaches out with his hand as though he's losing a friend.
Okay, you guys are going straight?
I guess.
As you go straight, you find another turn.
You will not tear me away from my destiny pathways.
Okay, keeping going?
Yeah.
Alright, you find another turn.
This is comical. We just ignore the turns.
Okay. As you keep going, you find this time it's a left turn.
God, please stop.
This wouldn't happen if we turned right originally.
I want you both to roll average vigilance checks.
More
Okay.
traps.
Ooh, no.
Ooh, Kasari, vigilant this time. So I'll say this then: with you both having threat, Sless is definitely in a bit of a bind here. But Kasari, you notice Sless has just tripped a tripwire and some blue balls have dropped, and you have enough time to get away. Okay. So Sless, you're gonna take. How much soak do you have?
5.
Alright, you're actually not going to take any damage, but you're going to get knocked prone. That won't matter because you got a talent.
No.
But hey.
Oh my god. I am so glad I invested into jump up.
Jump up's good, man. 1 second. Let me get your super fighting Gungan ready.
What?
so hard, man. Like, working with these temperamental tokens, they're the worst. So, as you see ahead of you, a little divot and what seems to be very deep water ahead. And out of that deep water comes some friendly faces.
They don't sound friendly, considering you just mentioned an elite warrior, Gungan.
No, I said super fighting Gungans and like super fighting robots.
Oh, of course.
You know, some more of those Gungan you saw earlier, and that's all you notice for now, actually. Like,
oh, I saw
no,
your beings.
You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Roll initiative. You're surprised.
Okay. I mean, are we ever surprised with these constant troop wires?
You're pretty surprised. These guys suck at initiative.
Also, I like your name, buddy.
What? Puddle War the Ultimate?
Yeah, Puddle War. It's
that was
good.
for the that was for the one shot, but I kept it for a little bit. So 1 second.
Oh, did you change the one shot in which they fight Mandalore at the end?
No,
They
fought their final boss was Rally Master Reardon, or Rally Captain Reardon. No, it was Master. And the Beast. We
fought both at the same time.
You fought them both?
Well, what happened was that
Rally Captain's up in the deck, right? He's up in the.
No, the one that they were fighting is the one that was in the drive room. You know, the hype
Oh, I thought he was a Rally Master.
Yeah, he was Rally Master.
Oh, okay.
And Sless had fought him and ran away, and then they'd start searching the ship for Sless, and then they'd gone into the vault, and he found Sless in the vault. So that's how that happened.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but you'll see.
We won.
Yeah, you did. No, you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
we got away. You didn't.
Oh yeah, the Beast got away. But the funny thing is, the Beast was terrifying of Sless.
Yeah. So yes, they are shit at initiative. So it is a player slot first. Go. I'm gonna move you back one Sless because you're not engaged.
Okay.
You're short range from everyone, and Kasari is medium range from everyone.
Yeah. Should I just go first? I guess. How dare they try to surprise me?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'll shoot the guy right in front. Of course, he's taking on a leadership role, so he has to die first.
Of course, yeah. So it's going to be easy shot. You get your boost from the thingamajinga, and go.
Ooh. Yeah, so that is a total of 16 damage. Sure, I'll spend 3 advantage to crit, and then 2 will just go to Kasari for a boost.
Okay, they're in such close quarters that it's hard to avoid hitting multiples. Not that you were trying to avoid hitting multiples, and you do mow down 2 of them.
Cool. I don't know. I think I might go to average. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a maneuver to go to average.
You're medium?
Or medium.
Yeah. Cool. And then next, if that's your turn.
I was just referring to it as average because that's the difficulty it will be to shoot them next turn.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move to short range.
Don't forget your boost.
And I'm going to use the Force!
The Force? She won't get the boost then, and it will expire.
Oh no.
Oh.
The 2 advantage is wasted. To the void.
Ooh, not a great roll.
Wait, oh, did you not get the light and dark because you picked up that orb?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. Yikers.
Yikers. I still get to do something, but it's just not going to be as impressive.
Yeah.
As last time.
I'm sorry.
It's your fault. No, I'm this motherfucker down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to...
By this motherfucker, are you referring to the ultimate snail man?
Oh god, not Snail Man! And I'm also going to put the strain thing, so if he takes an action, he takes 3 strain.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Cool. Are you dedicating or not?
Dedicating? Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
not
you-
going
no,
because that
yeah,
roll wasn't
cool.
great, so I'm gonna redo it next time.
Okay. Cool. Alright, and then next. Okay, so these two in front are going to fire on you, Sless, I'll say.
I'm going to spend 2 strain to upgrade the difficulty by 2.
Okay, and are you, what's your range defense?
A 1.
So there's only 2 of them left, so they don't even get pack tactics.
Ah, fuck you, kobolds. Actually, I think they're weaker kobolds because pack tactics works with that too.
Yeah, it does,
D&D.
it's just one adjacent friendly.
Yeah,
Did you say you have 2 range defense?
I have 1. I just upgraded the difficulty by 2 with
Yeah.
dodge.
They miss. Take 4 strain total from their whole action.
I
They
was
look
talking to
very
me. I was
fatigued.
like, I just take 2. What are you talking about? But yeah.
In an extra quick. And then coming out of the water very swiftly and rapidly to engage with you, Kasari, you see 2 Gungans holding electro poles.
That's not good.
2 Jar Jar Binks holding electro.
No, they're just Gungans. Stop it. Do you know how surprisingly difficult it is to find angry Gungans on Google Images? It's actually quite hard. So they're going to attack you, Kasari. What's your melee defense?
Pretty sure you could just steal images from the Clone Wars, like just crop out pictures of
Sounds
when
like
they were
effort.
fighting Grievous. You could probably get some angry faces.
What's your defense, Kasari?
0.
At melee? Okay. And they have... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, just enough. They are going to hit you for 7 damage.
Okay, so 5 of it.
Okay.
And I activate the only thing I know how to activate.
Ah,
Mind Bleed!
my blade! So that is going to be... So you soaked 5 of it, you say?
Yep.
So they both take...
2.
Actually, no, only one of them takes 2, because only one of them attacked you so far. And the one that attacked you is going to spend 2 advantage to activate Stun, to inflict 3 strain to you. And then the other 2 advantage to activate Stun again, to inflict another 3 strain to you.
Ouchie wowie.
Yeah, so 6 strain total. And then he's gonna, he's taking his 2 wounds, and the other one's gonna attack you now.
The fuck? Oh,
Yeah.
this guy?
Wait,
no,
did you
no.
mean 2 advantage? Because you said you spent 6 total advantage. If
No, he spent 4 total advantage and inflicted 6 total strain, because it's 3 per.
Oh, okay, because you were saying he spends 3 advantage, and I was confused.
I wasn't, but it's chill. Right, so, no,
Wait,
this
did you not hear 3 advantage, Marshall?
No, I heard 3.
Oh, okay, I'm going crazy then. Alright.
These 2 attacked you separately, Marshall. These 2 that are engaged you.
I gotcha. I ain't drunk.
No, you ain't.
Although I could use a beer right now. That's a
Mhm.
success.
And he is going to deal 10.
Oh god,
10
it's
damage to
super effective. But that means it will be super effective on him, Mind Bleed!
So what, that's 5 on him?
Yeah.
Another 1 strain, so that's 6 total. They both took 2 strain from taking 2 maneuvers this turn. And that's the end of their turns. Player initiative slot, go!
Am I currently engaged with them?
Yes.
I'm gonna move to short. Is that short?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're just gonna take the slot without asking me. I see how it is.
Sorry. I didn't even think. Forgot you were there. But it's too late. I'm already taking it.
I know, it was a joke. I don't care.
Okay.
He does care.
It's not as pressing when it's just me going right after, so.
Yeah, now I'm fucking talking.
Now you're fucking talking.
Not fucking talking. Okay. I'm gonna activate the normal ability. Target him. The top one.
Yep.
I'm also going to activate magnitude.
So I think this dropped off of him.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna activate magnitude and give it to that guy.
Okay. Can you target 2 more?
Yeah, but am I within range of these 2?
No, those are at medium.
Yeah. So I'd have to spend a range upgrade, which I could. I have 2 left. But
You could use the dark side and kill them.
No! Stop!
Kill them!
No!
Choke their little Gungan necks so they don't hit you again.
This is more than an echo!
Sorry.
I'm gonna spend 1 point on control so that they take 3 strain whenever they take an action, and 1 point on strength so they're disoriented for 3 rounds.
Cool.
Which means
Setback.
I think that means they have a setback for the next 3 rounds.
Yep.
And I'll dedicate 3 points to sustain this power.
Oh, I forgot to use their feral strength ability. You got off easy.
They simply would have dealt damage to themselves!
Alright, in next if that's the end of your turn.
It's crazy to me that Mind Bleed is a light side ability.
Well, actually, I take 1 conflict every session that I have it as an ability.
Oh, okay. I was like, Mind Bleed does not seem like a Jedi ability.
I didn't know that. Me and Charles worked out a house rule for those abilities, whereas you also take 1 conflict when you use it.
What?
Okay, so I'm going to apply it to that as well.
Ah!
Going forward, we won't retroactively do it. Going forward.
Well, fuck! Fine. Okay.
This changes so much for Kasari.
It does.
You have a buffer. You'll be fine.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
but I don't think Kasari believes in a buffer. She just thinks you should just do good things all the time.
But she shouldn't have taken the talent.
I do!
Let alone loving it.
She thought it was a good thing!
Kasari has her weaknesses, though. She's not a paragon. She put on the... Well, she is a paragon, but she's not a, like, literal paragon because she put on the gauntlet. She has fucked up views of justice every now and then. You know, there are some weaknesses there.
Fucked up views of justice. Just the one time when she had the gauntlet.
You know.
Guys, I'm gonna shoot this guy. Alright.
Okay, average.
I'm pretty sure these guys in the front are straight up fucked because they can't move and they have melee weapons.
That is a total of 15 damage, and with that 1 advantage, I guess I'll just pass on a boost to the next player.
Okay, did you shoot the bottom one?
It shoot the top one.
Okay, cool. He is definitely dead.
Cool. And, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so this one in the front here is going to struggle against his binds and realize that he can do nothing, and he is going to reach into a kind of a pack that he has on his hip and pull out a blue orb.
Oh no!
And lob it at you. Not using the slingshot, but he can throw it at you.
Fuck! I didn't expect this.
They got them
Do you think
boomers.
the yellow orb that we have is an explosive device?
It might be.
They're not trained at throwing these at all. That's fine. They hit though. 6 damage.
I soak up 5 of it.
And he has 1 advantage, which he is unable to use on anything important, so we'll pass a boost on to the next allied character, which will be this guy down here, who does exactly the same thing. Nope, don't in it next. That's a bad idea.
I'll be right back.
Cool. Misses. Yeah. No, he misses you, and the ball rolls and actually just doesn't detonate and flies over here. But he is going to pass on a boost to the next player, the next allied person, not player. And the guy at the back here is going to use his slingshot to fire one at you.
At me?
Yeah. They don't like you. Misses as well. The boomer just rolls on by you. It is your turn, Kasari.
Oh no, I don't know what to do with this power. Unlimited. Oh no.
Unlimited power.
If I put myself here, would I be within range of this guy?
Can you ping again? I didn't see it.
So if I move myself here, am I going to be in range of the south guy?
No.
Okay, I'm going to do that and attack him with my lightsaber.
All right, cool. He doesn't have any defense or adversary, so it's just going to be 2 difficulty. I am going to upgrade it with Destiny, though. So 1 challenge and 1 difficulty.
So you have finally
I'm back.
Me.
Hi. Kasari decided to take the turn all on her own. She wasn't going to wait for you.
Oh no.
Gosh.
I'm fine with it though. What is the evil Kasari doing now that she finds out that she deserves 70 billion conflicts?
So that's 9 wounds.
Okay. With breach.
And I'm also going to use the 2 advantage to send Sless a boosty boost.
Hey.
You plunge, like, he tries to block it with his electro pole, but your lightsaber is too strong, and it breaks the electro pole in half as you plunge your lightsaber into his abdomen, and he falls over dead. Power! If that's your turn, can you end it next?
Hmm?
Alright.
Less.
Oh man.
That's French for the Sless.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot that guy in the back, because he's the only one who seems to potentially be able to do damage.
No, it wouldn't be La, because La is feminine. Anyway, go on.
That's the joke.
Ugh. You calling him a pussy?
Wow. Wow. Can I shoot Kasari instead?
Yeah, sure. No, yeah, it's gonna be average if you shoot the guy in the back.
It's going to be easy if you shoot Kasari.
It would be, but not the point.
Oh, there's many reasons.
Damn it.
Alright, so that's a 15 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and with the 1 advantage... Actually, with the 1 advantage, I'm gonna decrease my strain.
You can
strain.
roll a boost because you had one from Kasari.
Oh, I did! Oh, so that's 16 damage.
Yeah, you murder a fool.
Usually do. And that's my turn.
The Gungan body count is up to 9.
You know, when we were trying to make peace with these guys.
So this guy, having seen his comrade to the north fall, and having very little that he can actually do. Actually, wait a minute. You can't downgrade actions into maneuvers either with immobilized, right?
He can't take a maneuver.
Yeah, okay. In that case, he's just gonna...
It doesn't say that he doesn't have his maneuvers. It says he can't take a maneuver.
Yeah, in that case, he can't do what he was gonna do. He really clearly wants to change his body position, but he can't, so he just lobs a ball at you.
Who?
Like a sir.
Okay.
They're really fucking me up. I might pass out here, so
Aren't they only doing 1 damage?
sometimes they do
Yeah, like this time they're gonna do 2, I think, because they deal 7.
Oh no, maybe I should have shot him.
He's definitely not the biggest threat out of the group at this point, but he's the only one left now. New round! Ding 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 ding!
Oh no. Round 4.
I'll let you take this one, Sless.
Alright. And with hopefully a final shot, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay. Roll your dice. Let your chips fall.
Actually, first, I'll use my maneuver to make it an easy shot. Let's make this an execution.
Oh god. You're gonna make an execution, you pull out your pistol and go to engaged.
I don't have a pistol.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
I was thinking about buying one because I thought it would have been like a cool backup thing, but I decided against it because I didn't have the money at the time.
You just should have taken one of Rally Master Reardon's revolvers.
I know. That is a total of 15 damage, and sure, I'll crit. Let's make this
Roll
real
your
cool.
crit. Yeah, roll your crit.
Agonizing wound.
You basically rip open his chest with blaster fire. He cries out in anguish as he falls to the ground dead. And that's where we're gonna leave it off this week. You can roll for strain recovery.
I'm also gonna use some stim packs. If that's kosher.
That's kosher. You need to tell me how many though.
All of them. No, just kidding.
You overdose.
Stimpack sickness.
Drugs are good for you.
How many do you use?
1 second.
Okay.
Just need you to chill.
Is it ever established in canon how long it would take for you to actually overdose on stim packs?
I doubt in
Hey,
canon.
what does Triumph do on a cool roll, on a discipline roll for recovering strain?
You heal a wound.
Lucky you.
Okay, I'm going to inject 2 stim packs into me for a total of 9 wounds healed.
Yep, I'll just keep track of that for next week because you won't have slept. So, yeah, that is us done for the week. Next week you will return and continue exploring the northern Naboo waterways. Who is doing the description and ending the video this week?
That's a good question. Why don't we
I
have
feel-
it be Toe?
Oh, I was thinking Marshall because you just got back from your trip
I know,
to Germany.
I'm so exhausted. What
and I did it two episodes ago.
yeah, but now there's only 2 of us.
And the last one was Charles. You just haven't done it so long.
Me? I know I did it just
I
the
agree.
other day.
I'm with Toe.
Oh, fuck you guys. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Thank you for watching this episode of Star Wars. What's the name of the series? Dunes of Utapau.
Dunes of Utapau.
Thank you for watching this. What's Utapau? We haven't been there yet. That was such a funny. Thank you for watching this episode.
No, because you see, in the trilogy, Dunes of Utapau would be the last movie.
That's true. I mean, that's kind of true, of most movies. It's like, in Revenge of the Sith only have the revenge in the last 30 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's spoilers, but, the whole first part of the movie is no revenge.
I'm pretty sure the
Don't
clones
tell
attack
him
for a
that
while.
Darth Vader's actually Luke's dad either.
Oh, fuck! Empire Strikes Back!
That's an ending.
Anyway, but, yeah, so, I hope you guys show up next time, and no doubt we will go into the wonderful world of the underwater Naboo places where we meet Gungans and hopefully end a war. Kasari, how's she gonna deal with all this? Sless, well, we know how he's gonna deal with it. He pretty much just, just Sless things, but he'll be fine.
Just Sless things.
See
I
ya
feel
then.
like Sless is a more emotionally complex person than you let on.